Here's exactly how I create instant rapport with anybody that I meet for the first time, and how when I see them again, they're super, super happy to see me again. So anytime you meet somebody, a lot of people complain about, I don't like small talk, etc., right? Nobody really does because there's no substance to it. But there's certain formalities that come into play when you meet somebody, for example, hey man, what's up? How's it going? That's an opener. So you get past that and you're going to look at them and you're going to get curious about them. Something is going to come up in your brain. Okay, you're going to wonder, who is this person? What do they do? Like work and hobbies. These are common subjects, right? And you're going to ask them, something about themselves. And even before that, you might even just kind of look at them and for a second and make some little observation about them, right? Like, oh, you got that shirt. Oh, it's striped. It's black and white striped. Wait, would you just break out of jail? So you entertain them with some little quippy thing. And then you're going to ask them some kind of question about themselves, and they're going to start to give you information. Now, as they're giving you information, you're going to be judging sort of like, what excitement level does this person have about these topics, right? Maybe he starts talking about work and it's just like, oh yeah, I work in a cubicle. Oh, it fucking sucks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you already know. It's like, okay, don't talk about work anymore, okay? And then you ask him like, hey, well, what do you do for fun, man? And then he starts talking about parasailing. He's like, oh, yeah, I love the parasailing. Dude, I just went to this trip down here, and it was so awesome. It was like the weather was perfect. And then, it's like had my girls out there with me, blah, blah, blah. And you can tell because the energy raised up that parasailing is his passion topic. So obviously, anytime that you see that person next, you can be like, oh, yeah, how's the parasailing thing, man? Have you done any more? Like, what's up with that? And that's your instant in to have immediate rapport with anybody. But if you're really smart, what you'll do is you'll start digging more. Hey, man, why'd you get into parasailing? Like, that's such a weird, it's such an off the wall thing. Like most people, hike or go fishing, but like, why parasailing? And then they're going to tell you more about who they are. So they're going to say, yeah, well, I grew up in this really like confined way. My parents, they never let me go play on the playground because of fear of skinning my knee or something like that. And I just decided, like, in order for me to feel like I'm living, I need to go out, live on the edge, and really just experience life. Now you have a gateway into that person's soul. You can see what drives them. You know what they like to talk about, and now you know why, okay? And this gets you an instant in with anybody. And obviously you can use this in socializing, but think about how this correlates to a date. Every time you go out to dinner with a girl or a dude, if you're watching it, you're a woman, you can use these tactics to not only create topics that they enjoy talking about, but to also understand that person and to connect with them on a deeper level. Practice doing this everywhere you go. And if you do this enough, everyone will receive you well. They'll like hearing from you, and you're going to get nothing but smiles when you're out and about. Follow me for more dating and relationships advice.